Hey guys, got a call for a produce case down. I don't know if it's going to be a lineup or some self-contains, but let's find out. Okay, walked up to this case. They already had it pulled. No fans are running. Got no power to this thing. Got my cord plugged in there, but I have something going on right here. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna tear it apart and see what's going on. I'll let you know. Okay, this is what I found. Tore apart my electrical, tracing the wires down with the switch. I had power to my hot leg, which runs all the way over here. This is a 120 volt. I had power to my hot leg, which is the black wire marked number 1, then N. I didn't have nothing. It's when I went from 1 to N, my neutral, I got nothing, no voltage. So something wasn't bringing the current back. So I traced it out, pulled the plug out. That's what I found. Popped. So it burned out on my neutral side. So that's why I wasn't getting any return. So I'm gonna replace that plug, replace this plug, replace that outlet, and take care of it. Sort of an easy one. Okay, so this is what I have here. I only have the plug. I don't have another outlet. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect the power to go to this outlet here, plug, and then just have the power going to this one. This one's still good. This one's all obviously bad. So I gotta find the breaker to this. The way to do that, just plug in my circuit breaker finder, plug it in to the plug, to the power, the good one. Then I'm gonna go to the panel with this and locate my breaker. Okay, this is what I have here. Open up a panel. Just run it down like this. I don't know if you can hear that. No sound. The light's still on. I'm gonna go back up. Do it again. So it's going off around 5. Down again. You always want to go down like 1 or 2. I would say about 3 times total, just to go down, just to make sure that that is the correct one. I'm gonna go on this other one just for the hell of it, just to see how that one is, and everything's looking good. Light's still staying on, which means that it doesn't pick up any tone from the transmitter and the plug. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this one. So we know that it might be 5, so boom, there's 5 again. So since we figured it was 5, let's go here. And obviously, if you can see right there, 5, receptacle produce merch number 2. So they're not labeled down there as merch number 1, number 2, number 3. They're not labeled, so this would be the only way. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. Downstairs, my light should be off at my transmitter. Let's go check it out. Okay, came back down here to the case. You can see my lights off for my transmitter. So obviously that's the right breaker. But I always like to use my meter to double check to see. Right there. Okay, there it goes, dropping down. Basically 0 voltage on that thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and safe to say that that is dead. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect power here, use the power here, change out my plug. Okay, I'll show you when it's all done. All right, I want to show you what I did here. That's the bad one on the left, the good one's on the right. Right there, and the 2 screws, there's a piece of, flip it upside down, the copper clip that I just cut out in between those 2 screws. That way now I only have power on the good side, which is there, and on the bad side has no power. Did the same thing to the neutral side. Clip that center piece off to tie them together. So I'm going to go ahead and wire this back together and then replace that plug. Okay, got my plug all mounted back together. This is my good side. It's my bad side. I don't have the breaker on yet. Got my new plug on there, brand new. Always keep one of these in my van because you don't know how many times I had to change these out. Alright, let's turn the breaker on and plug it in, see what happens. Okay, gotten all buttoned up. Got my electrical back in, my switch is off. My power is back on at 120. Go ahead and plug it in. Turn it on. Alright guys, that's all it was. Electrical problem. 9 out of 10 times. Usually that's what it is, electrical problem. Alright guys, see you on the next call.